Hello, lovely loves. Day 20, which is again wild. I am here bundled up because it is freezing out there. It's going to be a real cold one this week here in New York State. And we've been talking a lot about the energetics of being, really digging into what it means to shift your identity, to think in that different way, to realize that you have a desire and that desire is within you. And if the desire is within you, you already have it. You already are the I am that has it, right? Digging into the background energetics of being, which we're still going to talk about because there's a lot more to talk about. But what we haven't talked a ton about is the doing aspect of the being, right? We are not just solely working on the energetics, which is the most important first step to the having, but there's the doing, there's the aligned action piece in the in between. I think this is important to talk about, not just that we all know that there has to be action, but if the action is coming from the aligned place of the being, of the thing that you know that you desire to embody, you desire to have, but also the recognition that it is already done. It is you and it is done. If we come from that place, then the doing comes from that place. Then the actions aren't just, I'm just going to do this because somebody told me to do this. It's maybe someone told me to do that, but is that the most aligned action for what I'm doing? The person that already has it, would they have done that? Does that feel like how I want to build the business or go on dates or take care of my body? Or am I still just following the advice of somebody else? Am I still just listening to an outside source for what I should be doing to get the thing? Right? The doing has to be centered in the self sourcing to truly get you to the place that you want to be. Excuse me. So, from that perspective, as you start to take steps up the mountain, that gets to be the question over and over again. Is this actually in alignment? Is this true to me? What's the motivation behind this? What's the reason I want to do this? We don't know how long this one is going to go because I can't really talk today. Anyways, is the action coming from the identity of the person that has it? Is the action coming from that, or is the action coming from the identity of the person that's trying to have? It's a nuanced difference. The person that is pushing and pushing and pushing, or the person that's grounded and knows that this outcome's inevitable. It already exists. It's already on its way. It's already there. You already have it. How does that person move? And if you know the outcome's inevitable, if you know that it could be 6 months or a year or 2 years, but the outcome is inevitable, that it will happen, you also won't stop. You won't say, well, I've tried everything. I've done everything I could possibly think of, because you know that that's not true, because you haven't, you have to move from the end. The end is guaranteed. Now, what actions are you taking? What is the doing that's aligned with the person that has it? That's where we often get it confused. because we move from the person that doesn't have it but's trying to get it. And so it looks like trying to have a healthier body. I'm trying to get to the gym. I know I'm supposed to go today, but I really don't feel like it. I can go tomorrow. Or Susie told me about this eat lettuce and water only diet, and that's what I'm going to just try because I'm going to try just eat that and drink water, and I'm going to lose weight, right? The person that is truly embodied in I am taking steps because it is a forever thing. It is my new identity. I am the person that goes to the gym and takes care of my body and eats healthy, is not living on lettuce and water and skipping their workout. But the person is also giving compassion if you are really sick and you can't go to the gym, right? You're not beating yourself up because of that, because you are the person is that is you. So if that is you, that person also sometimes takes a day off because you're sick and sometimes has a piece of cake because it's delicious. It's about finding the truth in the I am of that. It's the actions not from shaming yourself or guilting yourself. It's the actions rooted in this is. If it is, what are the decisions? And what do we think about those decisions? So I think I'm going to leave that here for today, because I think this is a really potent point to think about, and it's really nuanced in the perspective that we're going at it from. Because most people encourage the action from the current state, or they'll tell you to think about like the future part, but it's not rooted in the energy of that it's already done, which in some some spaces and places call it thinking from the end, doing it from the end, because you move completely different from that space. And I know for myself, there's been a lot of times I've been in survival and I've been trying and trying and striving and striving and pushing and pushing and trying to make myself like some version of success or of the thing that I think that I want. But as a reminder, you are the person from yesterday, today, and tomorrow. You are always the same. It's always Audra, just with a different outfit on, and not different outfit like I'm wearing a turtleneck today and I'm not going to wear one tomorrow. But the different outfit is a different identity. That's why people say you can change it at any moment. Because when you decide, no matter what, you decide that this is what you're locking. And we see it. We see people who make these dramatic changes. They just wake up one day and they've decided that this is going to be something different. And a lot of times, in order to make such a shift, to put a different identity outfit on, you have to be compelled by something like a rock bottom or a painful situation. Something awful happens, and then you decide, you go to your doctor and they say, you have to change your diet, otherwise XYZ, and it's terrible. That's the way the majority of people are operating, are like there's these pain points and there's things that push them, and it makes it so that it's so intolerable, so painful to stay where you're at that you choose the hard thing. What I'm talking about is something that I wish people talked about when I originally was trying to get out there and make a name for myself, was that it can actually be done differently. It can be done from the space of I'm deciding, and I'm deciding powerfully by shifting my identity and then doing from that space, versus waiting for it to get so chronically bad that I have to throw myself into something else, that I have no other choice. The majority of us will get up and do the exact same things every single day and wonder why nothing's changing. We are embodying the identity, the definition of insane, right? And crazy. We just get up, we have our coffee the same way, which some people have a great coffee routine like me, so keep it. We get up at the same time, we do the same things, we say yes to the same things, we say no to the same things, we go to that job, we come home, we rinse and repeat. Maybe we try a couple other things, but it's because we didn't lock in a new identity. The things we do right now, the things we do every day, or the things we were, if we were making changes, are attached to, Audra 3.0 does this list of things. And if you haven't had any sort of reckoning or really changed your identity, maybe it's Sarah 1.0. Same things in high school, same things in the 20s, same things in the 30s. You're looking at the same package of chips and the same coffee and the same everything, the same toothpaste, right? How we make our buying decisions, literally everything can be the same. And we think, why is nothing different? Because we start with the doing versus the being. And if we start with the doing, the person that's trying to do that is going to eventually fall off. It's even like people where they go through these massive body changes and they get themselves to a place where they've lost all this weight, but then 6 months later they gain it all back because the identity didn't get locked in. So I'm going to leave that here for today. I have a new offer. I am going to drop it below, but I'm going to really talk about it more in the next couple days. What that looks like. It's going to be a 9-week mentorship with me. It's going to be really incredible. It's going to be this like sprint forward. It's going to be all of this, what we're talking about. It's going to anchor in the being, and then we're going to get into the space of doing these 9 weeks. It's like this small, compressed 9-week one-on-one mentorship coaching that is going to accelerate you in a way that like in any other place or space couldn't happen, because you'd have my eyes on what's happening for you, my eyes on the energetics and the thoughts and the things all behind you not creating the life and going up the mountain in the way that you want to. So I'll drop that below, but I'll talk about it more tomorrow as well. Much love.